I want to begin, Chris, by apologizing. I think at the top of the show, I said Gethard, and then someone said, no, it's Gethard. Am I pronouncing it correctly?
You are. You can pronounce it any way you want, as long as you don't pronounce it phonetically, which is get hard. It's G-E-T-H-A-R-D.
Something told me not to do that.
Yeah.
Something deep in my mind.
Yes. It's rough. It's not easy. The worst part of that was junior high school. That was not good.
Really, I imagine kids they jumped on that.
They picked up on that quite fast, quite quickly. The worst part, though, is my family has a real bad habit. They can't pick first names that don't make it worse. Like, this is not a joke. My grandfather's name was Les Gethard. And he named my father's first name is Kenneth. His name is Ken Gethard. And,
that's better than Les Gethard.
It is.
I'd rather be Ken Gethard.
But my dad told me a couple years ago, I'm now at the age where I can like talk with my dad about stuff like this, and he was like, well, I worked hard to make sure you and your brother didn't have that curse. And I said, well, you named him Gregory Kenneth, so he's Greg Can Get Hard. And I'm Christopher Paul, so I'm C. Paul Get Hard. You made sentences out of them. I have to make paragraphs.
They avoided Richard.
Yeah.
That's the obvious one. Yeah. I've thought about Amanda, like Amanda Gethard. Yeah. No. There's all sorts of puns.
So this has just made your life miserable. I mean, I was named, I'm Conan. I had a hard time.
I bet you're thanking God for that right now, right? Better than C. Paul Get Hard.
Yes, I feel better now.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad I came here today.
Now I feel better.
Yeah, they called me Get Hard and also Megahead. Megahead was also mine because of this.
You've got a prominent brow, yes?
Yes. My whole life I've just been mocked. That's it. So nice to meet you, by the way.
Yeah. It's nice to meet you, too.
Glad to be here.
Listen, you're putting it to good use, which is, yes, you've had a rough childhood, a rough life, you've been mocked. Now you have a very unusual public access show, and it's becoming very popular on the web with the youngsters. Why don't you tell us what it's about? Describe your show, because it's very strange.
It is. It's very weird. It's very unusual, but I like it. I think it has a good heart. You can watch it all online. We got a lot of great people. We got the world's greatest dancer, Rob Lowe. We got the human fish. We got a guy named Phil Jackson, not the basketball coach, a different guy named Phil Jackson. This last week, we did a show on Wednesday where I was blindfolded the whole time, and I didn't know what was going on. So the next day, I watched the show, and only then did I realize that my friend Drew was dressed as a horse, using a fishing pole to dangle a 2-foot-long sausage in front of my face the whole show, the entire time. So that's our show. It's really smart comedy.
I salute you.
Thank you.
You're in
smart comedy.
You're in a good place.
Thank you.
You're doing everything I believe in. Now, you have a... You've tried to establish, I think, kind of an honest and maybe even a little bit unusual relationship with your fans. Is that right?
We let them call us during the show and say whatever they want. They can tweet at us during the show. It all shows up on the screen. And I answer the emails. I got the best email I've ever gotten about the show. This past week, this kid emailed me. He goes, I'm 13. I live in Ottawa. I just found your show. I really love it. I think it's amazing that there's a show that's okay with being both unfunny and at times painfully sad. I like that. It made me feel like we were nailing it. That kid really gets what we're going for.
Again, I salute you.
Thank you. You're a real inspiration, Conan.
Thank you.
You're a real inspiration.
I'm glad I could help you. The crew was particularly happy about a bit that you did that involved a kickboxer.
Yeah.
We have a piece of tape. Just describe what this is.
Sure. Some friends of mine came on the show. They gave us facts about their lives. I had to guess which fact applied to which person. If I got it wrong, I was punished. There's many physical punishments. I'm often physically beaten on my own show. This is an example of one of those bits and how it turned out.
And you used a real kickboxer.
This guy is a trained Muay Thai kickboxer.
Let's take a look at this clip from the Chris Gethard show.
All of the people on the panel and in our band tonight have submitted facts about their lives. It will be my job to match the fact to the person. And if I get it wrong, it means I'm a bad friend, and what I deserve is a legitimate kickboxer giving me a body shot.
I was once arrested for skinny dipping.
I'm gonna guess Bethany.
No.
That was me.
That's a real... That's not good. Again, we're just gonna rip that off.
And that wasn't even a body shot.
No, but that looked like it really hurt, though.
It was the worst physical pain I've ever been in my entire life, by far. By far.
But it got a laugh.
Marginally. It got a marginal
Until
laugh.
next week's show.